Bah, je sais pas ça. Ça allait bien. Le kit, la personne tu réponds, c'est déjà, c'est machin. Euh, Putain. Putain, la honte. Putain.
Future. Which one will make your game life easier or more fun? Or like the year of the Phantom, way more terrifying? Don't worry about what anyone else wants. This is all about you and how you play Minecraft. But make your decision quickly because it's time to vote again. There's a brand new poll just posted to the Minecraft Twitter account with only these 2 mob finalists to choose from. Make sure you're logged onto Twitter and click the mob that you just can't wait to spend your days and nights with in the game. Your vote really counts, so don't miss out on your chance to change Minecraft. I know who I'm going to vote for, and I see Yen's voting right now. Okay, so I know this will come as a surprise to pretty much all of you, but I definitely didn't love everything about school. Maybe that would have been different if I had Minecraft in my classes. Minecraft Education Edition is available for schools, homeschools, and after-school programs. You can explore awesome education content in Minecraft Marketplace. Learn about everything from sustainability to ancient worlds, even how to speak new languages, all in Minecraft. The coolest part is seeing how with Minecraft, the students the teachers. When I tried becoming the teacher in my 5th grade science class, well, let's just say it wasn't appreciated. But anyway, let's take a look at how Minecraft is being used in classrooms around the world by kids who didn't get in trouble just for telling everyone that homework was canceled forever.
Young people all over the world are using Minecraft to explore issues that matter like social justice, climate change, and indigenous rights.
We have different classes such as Braille and Sign Language. We reached out to one of our teachers who learned Braille and she taught us a thing or two.
Take a look at what these girls built, a school of the future. They thought about clean energy and inclusive design.
An interesting fact about our building is that we use coding to build a playground. It was very fun to make.
Students in India and Malaysia translated myths into Minecraft worlds.
Under the guidance of my educator Kamal Ma'am, I would like to present to you an indigenous tale, Chiri and from Punjab to 5 rivers.
In Canada, Australia, and New Zealand, classrooms are using Minecraft to explore indigenous cultures. And they're not just building blocks, they're building super useful skills. Games like Minecraft prepare you for the future, teaching us how to work together, solve problems, and even write code.
Normally in school, it's like, here's this, do this, off you go. But now it's like, blank schedule. Minecraft, yes please.
This summer, students imagined a greener New York City in an epic citywide esports battle.
I don't know about you, but I wish I had this in school. I think I would have been all over this.
Oh, absolutely.
Kids in Wales designed more sustainable rugby stadiums. Teams of students built turtle habitats and wind farms. And in Slovakia, young people imagined a bee sanctuary in Minecraft.
During this build, I learned that bees do this thing called swarming.
We can live more sustainably, we can treat one another better, and can we all agree that learning should always be fun? Let's build a better world together.
Game on!
Now it's the big moment. Let's talk to Agnes about the next update. Welcome back, Agnes.
Thank you.
How's the show felt for you?
Super good. Like, I think it's a really fun show, and also, of course, we've shown so many exciting things.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm feeling quite nostalgic since this is number 10, and I have to say, I was the 7th employee, the first woman on the team, and when I see you leading Minecraft, I just feel so excited about where we're going.
Thank you. That was very sweet of you. And of course, we many that lead it together. But I'm like the creative lead, and I'm super happy about that. But it feels quite surreal because I also used to be a Minecraft player and love this game, and I'm very happy and lucky to be here.
Yes, I think we all feel that way, and it's so cool having so many people on the team who play and love it and care about it, and like we all feel like. I mean, we are part of the community too.
Yes, we definitely are.
And now, Agnes, you are going to reveal to us what the next update is.
Yes. Okay. So the next update is called the Wild Update.
The Wild Update sounds very intriguing. So what does it include?
So,
wild
mainly means like two things for us. So the first thing is like beautiful nature.
La nature, vraiment, je pense. On va voir la nature, à nouveau la nature. Voilà.
Ooh, that sounds awesome. And so what we're going to do is we're going to have some of our gameplay designers come and tell us more about specific things about the Wild Update because there's these different parts to it. And we have the first one here, which is our Deep Dark expert, Brandon.
Hello.
Hi, Brandon. Welcome.
Thank you.
So we've moved the Deep Dark into this update. Can you talk to us more about why?
Yes, I mean, one of the biggest things about the Deep Dark and the Warden and the Skulk is that it's just expanded, it's gotten bigger, and we really wanted to make sure that we did this right and that we didn't just rush it. That includes even unique loot inside the Deep Dark as well. And yeah, we also want to make sure that let's actually look at some of the new things that we have in it right now, which is the ancient cities.
That's awesome.
Ils vont ajouter une cité d'Hélène, une cité. Ils vont ajouter une cité dans les grottes.
Wow, it's like both beautiful and terrifying at the same time. Like I have so many emotions when I look at that deep dark biome.
Yes, I mean, we really didn't want the deep dark biome to just be, you know, caves or just skulks spread around. We wanted it to add a bit more mystery to it. And, you know, there's this ancient city, and what is it doing there? We're not going to tell the players, we're just going to let them go throughout and explore and see what they come to. And there's even this, like, ancient structure in the middle of every single city, and it's got something interesting about it that you're going to have to explore in game.
It's really cool. I like it feels like a place you want to explore.
Yes, I love that it really deepens the mystery of Minecraft. Like Minecraft is all about player stories, and Deep Dark definitely inspires the storytelling, I think.
That's so cool. And so last year you showed us the skulk sensor, but I know you've been working on it. A little skulk family? It's a skulk family? Like,
is it that
yeah, maybe they're not
cozy?
so cute.
They're not so friendly, no. Yeah, last year we focused a lot on the skulk sensor, but since then we've kind of been trying to figure out what do all the different blocks in the skulk family do. And one of them actually is something called a skulk catalyst. And the main thing about the skulk catalyst is it's actually what causes the skulk to spread. As you can see here, whenever a mob dies, such as a zombie, near the skulk catalyst, it actually spreads skulk underneath it. And the amount is based on how much XP that zombie would have dropped.
Wow.
So,
Tout ça, c'est des nouveaux
the Deep
blobs.
Dark, it's kind of
Parce que
overgrown.
les
with
blocs
all
au
these
voyage, c'est
dark
des
blocks, so
nouveaux
that
trucs qu'ils
means
vont
that
mettre
lots of
bientôt.
mobs must have died there.
Dans la
Quite a lot,
1.9,
yes.
voilà.
Make it less scary. Oh, and as you can see here, when you mine some of the sculpt blocks, you actually get enchanting points.
Yes, and of course, if you still want to get some of the blocks for decoration or something, you can just use a silk touch.
And then we have the Skulk Shrieker. So when this block is activated, it's gonna give that really scary shriek sound that you heard now.
Là, en fait, ils vont nous montrer le mob. En fait, comment il va sortir, j'ai fait une vidéo demain, les résumés du live en détail, voilà. Donc là, on vous montre comment ça marche à peu près. Là, ils vont montrer peut-être la vidéo du mob. Là où ça sort, vous allez bien voir la vidéo demain. Je vais faire un petit résumé parfait.
I mean, Brandon, those have so many things that players can do with them. Like,
Yeah.
what do you imagine them doing?
I think the Skull Catalyst is going to be really interesting because, you know, when you could create a mob farm with it, like through the tech community. Usually when a mob dies, it doesn't drop XP unless you, the player, actually kills it. So with this, you might be able to create some sort of XP farm.
Ooh.
There's lots of opportunities.
And you can build like experiences for other players. Like imagine building like a haunted mansion or a really dark forest, and then you have the shriekers.
Terrifying.
So then, you know, when players out walking and then they activate the shriek and hear like.
That's amazing. Or you do that all around your world, and just whenever anyone's visiting
I'm not going to visit your world.
Shriekers are just shrieking. We have a community question for you.
Hi, it's Jinjam from Germany, and my question is, what was the inspiration behind the Shrieker?
Yeah, I mean, that's an interesting question. From the art side, we actually had the inspiration behind the human larynx, which is like the vocal cord or vocal structure or something, just something that represents kind of creating sounds. And from the gameplay perspective, we wanted to make sure that, first of all, the warden spawns in a unique way, and also in a way that you can avoid it. So usually you can kind of sneak around, and as long as you don't activate the Skulk Shriekers, then the warden won't come. But if you do make too many noises and the Skulk Shrieker activates too many times, the warden will come.
I'm kind of back to thinking that the skulk family is very adorable and sweet after seeing that. Wow, there is a lot there, Brandon.
Definitely a lot to unpack. I mean, the first thing is that the warden actually emerges underground. So that means that wardens are kind of in the deep dark, in the walls, under the floor. And it also has developed a sense of smell. So, of course, you can sneak around and try to be, quiet and not to get detected. But unfortunately, the warden's still going to be able to sniff you out and find where you are. And if it sniffs you while you're really close by, then it's going to start noticing you.
Wait, so basically the warden is like, smell that? It's happening. And just like going for the
Pretty
players?
much, yes. It's not going to be fun for you.
No, and I love that we're adding that like sneaking gameplay, because we haven't really had that before. So we are in the deep dark, everything's super dark, and you're sneaking, trying to find the treasures, trying to avoid the warden. I think it's something really exciting with that.
It's really, really cool. I mean, I think you have definitely upped the terrifying level, Brandon. And I just love how much you've expanded the deep dark to feel it's so immersive.
Yes, definitely.
It's really amazing. Thank you so much for joining us and scaring us half to death.
No worries, that's my job.
He's our expert. Like if you want to do something scary, it's like Brandon.
Thanks, Brandon.
Thank you so much, Brandon.
So Agnes, the deep dark is one part, this sort of very
Donc là, ils vont parler d'un nouveau tout à faire.
Really become clear after talking to Brandon.
Donc là, ils vont nous présenter à peu près un nouveau comment ça s'appelle encore des nouveaux trucs. Par exemple, là, ils vont nous montrer comme ça s'appelle une forêt de cactus. Ça donne les bois de boulot, voilà. Donc voilà, voilà, quand vous voyez sur l'image, ils vont mettre une forêt comme ça, voilà. Donc après ça, vous allez voir le nouveau truc encore, voilà.
Really beautiful. It looks very Swedish in the birch forest.
That's true. That's actually very Swedish forest. Yeah.
It's gorgeous. And then you want to add more atmosphere to the different biomes, but there's one biome that you want. I mean, I would say you're giving it quite an overhaul. It's getting a lot more in the wild update.
Yes, that's true. And that's the swamp.
Hello.
Oh, our art team is just so amazing. It's such a beautiful concept art you can see here. The atmosphere is really different.
Donc là, ils vont changer. Louer une mangrove. Donc là, on va voir un nouveau truc. Là, le marécage, il y a le mangrove. Non?
Hey, it's absolutely wild.
Donc maintenant, il faut nous présenter un nouveau biome. Je pense que c'est le même biome. Mais je sais pas si c'est le même biome. Je sais pas si c'est le biome marécage. Mais on appelle... on appelle un biome qui s'appelle le marécage. Je pense qu'ils vont le modifier ou bien ils vont mettre un autre biome qui s'appelle pas le marécage, marée, voilà. Donc t'as marécage et marée, non, mangrove, voilà. Donc ils vont ajouter une mangrove, voilà. Donc je pense que le marécage c'est un mangrove, je sais pas, c'est entre les deux, voilà. Donc ils vont ajouter une mangrove, voilà, avec le marécage, bien sûr, voilà. Donc là vous voyez, en fait, c'est des coffres avec un bateau avec des coffres, voilà. Voilà pour la pointe 19, voilà. Je vous laisse regarder un jour et après le temps, il y aura une belle résumé demain. Voilà. Un gros résumé demain. Donc là, c'est un nouveau arbre. C'est l'arbre tout dans les marécages. Je pense avec un nouveau fruit. Je pense à un fruit. Voilà.
underwater.
Yeah, you can plant it underwater and on land as well.
That's so cool. When you first showed me the mangroves and you talked about your favorite thing, the propagules, I actually remember playing in mangroves in Florida, and we would use them to like write in the sand because they're super cool.
That's adorable.
So seeing them in Minecraft is just so exciting. And of course, where there's a new tree, there must be a new wood type.
Yes, the mangroves do come with a new wood type. And like always when we add a new tree, we are so happy, like we get so many questions from the community like, will there be a new wood type? and therefore we're so happy that we were able to add a new wood type for the mangroves. And look at it, I think it's really pretty. And you also don't see like all the blocks here. It's gonna be like a full set for the wood types. It's gonna be like doors and trapdoors and so on.
That's gorgeous. I love it.
I'm so excited about mangroves, but I just need to mention another thing. Because we decided to go with like really big roots, and I think those are so cool. And we actually prototype quite a lot back and forth.
Bah, en gros, ça c'est les arbres de la mangrove. Hein. Je vais vous dire ça en détail demain. Voilà, laisse regarder sinon. Voilà.
Feeling to it. Yeah, like in this picture. It's really nice atmosphere.
That's beautiful.
I really agree. And like when I was testing, I really loved that feeling of like being underneath it, being like just this huge feeling. And I wanted more. I wanted to be surrounded by mangroves. So I was like, why don't I just make a mangrove swamp biome where I'm completely surrounded by them? So as you can see in this video, walking around, you're just completely surrounded in the mangrove swamp. It's just mangroves as far as the eye can see, just like in real life. And you have all the mangroves propped up on their roots, growing in the water, so you can take your boat underneath like Agnes likes. And you're just completely surrounded by the awesome beauty of it.
It's so beautiful.
Oh, and I mean, during sunset, every time I was testing, I would actually like pause the day-night cycle just to watch the sunset in the mangrove swamp. It was super beautiful.
That's absolutely gorgeous. I noticed that was not dirt.
Good eye, Lydia. That was wet dirt, otherwise known as mud.
That's amazing. So you've actually added mud to do something really cool.
Yeah, so we're adding really cool renewability mechanics to mud. The first of which is if you take a dirt block and pour a water bottle on it, then you can get more mud. And then the other one is if you take your mud block and you stick it on top of the dripstone, it will sort of like drip the water out of the mud and eventually dry it out, which turns into clay.
I love the renewable clay. Like I always need more bricks. So perfect.
Yeah, your local mason isn't going to be super happy with you though.
That's actually true. I have this one mason, it's diamond tier mason in my village, and I always trade with them.
You're taking a villager's job.
They might be a bit upset now, but still renewable clay.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. And you're also using mud to make a new block.
Yes, we're also adding mud bricks. So mud bricks are a really, really exciting like building block. And as you can see here, the brick texture is actually different than the other stone bricks that we have in the game. So they're sort of smaller, more compact, but it is really cool like to build with. It matches a lot of different block sets, and I'm really excited to build with them.
I just love the look of them. They're awesome. So beautiful. We have a creator question for the two of you.
どうもこんにちはプチプチです。私からの質問はねこちらになります。どうして泥レンガを追加することにしたのでしょうか?
I'm so excited they asked this question because I really wanted to answer it. So the main reason that I wanted to add mud bricks to the game is that I really wanted people to feel like all around the world, there are houses built out of mud bricks. So many people around the world have houses, buildings using mud bricks. And I really wanted people who are playing Minecraft to feel like they could build their home and feel like they're at home in Minecraft. So I'm really glad we got to add them.
Amazing.
Yes, and it's so important for us that like everyone feels equally welcome when playing Minecraft.
Oh, that is absolutely amazing. Now, so we have like amazing new trees. We have mud everywhere. We definitely need something very cute.
Yes. Well, very cute and quite dirty because we're adding frogs. like they do love to jump around, and especially on lily pads, and actually also on big drip leaf, because I mean the big drip leaves kind of look like lily pads. But the funny thing with that is then when they jump on top of the big drip leaves, it's gonna tilt and then they fall down.
One of them did. It just maybe it's a like frog slide.
No.
And you're adding another little tiny creature to this update.
Yes, the fireflies. So you can see them roaming around, adding a lot of ambience to the swamp, making it feel just nice and cozy at night. But really, my favorite part of them is just making the world come to life, like feeling like there is life going on all around you. And oh yeah, also their frog food. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. They're frog food.
Poor fireflies. Yes.
Yeah, but look how happy the frog is.
Yeah, and
That's
they're beautiful frog food. So you can both enjoy them in the atmosphere and the frogs get to eat. So that's, you know.
Everybody wins.
Now, we're calling them fireflies, but Corey, is that what you called them growing up?
Actually, no, we called them lightning bugs.
I did too. And in Swedish, it's
eldflugor, and that's actually literally translates to fireflies.
Okay. It's very interesting. It became like a lot of people talking about what you called it growing up. But we're really excited to have fireflies or lightning bugs in the game. I want to know more about baby frogs.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so all baby mobs in Minecraft are just like tiny versions of the grown-ups, but with frogs we're actually adding tadpoles.
Once again, you deliver on the promise of cute and derpy with the tadpoles.
We do.
Yes, and you can pick them up in a bucket.
Yes, and that's actually extra helpful for the tadpoles, because we have frog variants, and when a tadpole grows up, it will pick a variant depending on the temperature in the biome it grows up in. So for example, if it grows up in a really cold place, it's going to turn into a snowy frog. Yeah, as you can see here. So the frogs have kind of like two main systems. One is the tadpole system, and the other one is the cold-blooded system. So the frogs are like the first cold-blooded animal in Minecraft. And in real life, there actually are frog variants that pick a color depending on, or they adapt their color depending on temperature. And we wanted to have that in Minecraft. We wanted to Minecraftify it. So therefore, the tadpole's going to pick a variant instead, depending on the temperature.
That's so cool. And there are 3 variants.
Yes, it's going to be 3 variants.
Okay, so we've seen 2. What's the third one?
The third one is the tropical frog. So let's say you were venturing out into the desert or the jungle, and you take your tadpole with you, and if it grows up there, it'll turn into a lovely tropical frog. And what I really love about the tropical frogs is how just relaxed they look, and they're like blending into the sand almost. They're just so relaxed, just chilling there.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think there was a reason that they were colored that way.
There is a reason they are white. So I was reading a lot about frogs. Always when we had something new, we read up a lot. It's super fun because we can be really geeky. And then I learned about the real-life frog that's called grey foam-nest tree frog, and lives, for example, in Angola, Botswana, and Kenya. And that frog can actually turn almost white to avoid overheating. So that's like the inspiration for the tropical frog in Minecraft.
I love all 3 of them. And you have these different color variations, but you also have something else special about the frogs.
Yes, so each frog variant is going to have something unique that will be useful for the players.
Bonjour à toi, l'abonné était là. Bonjour à toi, t'es abonné.
That is so cool. So Corey, which frog is your favorite?
Oh, it's got to be the snowy frog. It looks so cozy.
Ooh, I'm tropical frog. I'm very interested to see which one the community loves the most.
I love them
all of them. Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much for joining us, Corey, and taking us into a deep dive of all really cool swamp things.
Yeah, happy to be here.
Thank you, Corey.
Thank you,
Corey.
Corey.
I'm just going to hop on out of here.
Bye, Corey.
So many puns. I like that.
This is quite an awesome update. And I mean, I really see the name for the wild update. You get a bit of everything in it.
Yes, and I love the contrast. Yeah, as you can see in this pretty concept art, it's really like that beautiful nature and the super terrifying deep dark. And I love that contrast between these 2 things.
It's absolutely amazing. Well, we're getting close to the end of the show. And as always, the time has flown by. and a lot has happened during this show. So let's look back at some of the biggest announcements, and then we will reveal the winning mob. Now it's time to see what mob you chose to add to the game. Hey Jens, do you have the results?
Yes, I have them right here in my chest.
Wow!
Really exciting.
You really came in style.
Here you go.
Thank you so much. That looked really comfortable. Okay, but now it's time to announce the winner. Okay, and the winner is the LA.
Wow!
Yes, I'm super happy about that. It's a lovely, lovely mob.
That is so exciting. So Agnes, when can everyone expect the LA?
So the LA will be included in the Wild update, and it's gonna be released next year.
Next year, the Wild update with the LA? I can't wait. Thank you all so much for joining us. Minecraft wouldn't be what it is today without all of you. From all of us at Mojang Studios, thank you so much. Bye.
Voilà, en gros, le live est terminé. Donc voilà, mon live aussi sera terminé. Donc la rediffusion sera demain. Voilà. Et aussi demain, je ferai une vidéo de résumé demain. Donc voilà, je vous laisse. Allez, à demain pour la vidéo de résumé. Bye. Je vous défends. Oui.